EVRA MUHORIMBERE says government militia came looking for him at his home in Burundi because of his opposition views, so he fled last year. He stayed here in neighbouring Rwanda's capital Kigali ever since, but he can't continue his studies and he hasn't found work because he doesn't speak English, which is spoken here in education and business. Political killings have become an almost weekly occurrence back in French-speaking Burundi, but he says an African Union passport could help him make a new start.
It would be a good idea for me because it would be easy for me to go and work in other French-speaking countries in Africa.
EVRA's life here in Kigali is not easy, but he has at least been able to afford to come to a foreign capital and rent a small place to live in this neighbourhood. But for many other people fleeing Africa's conflicts, things are much more difficult. The Burundians in this refugee camp in Rwanda are among the continent's millions of displaced. Most can't afford passports from their own countries, let alone flights to others. The African Union passports won't help them. But trade is crucial for development. Bureaucracy can make border crossings slow. The African Union says the new passport will be good for business. The Rwandan owner of this coffee shop in Kigali says he wants one. He has branches in 2 countries and wants to expand in more. And he says he's lost business opportunities in Africa because of lengthy visa applications.
It makes things much easier. You don't have to plan ahead. If you have a business trip to take, you just take your passport and jump on a plane and you're there. So I would definitely apply.
But at the summit, the AU says the first of the passports will only be given to heads of state and diplomats. It'll take years to be rolled out to normal citizens, and there'll be challenges.
We're going to reap lots of benefits with our citizens crisscrossing the continent, whether for pleasure, whether for business, whether for tourism, for educational purposes. Those benefits will overcome those challenges.
But free movement of people across Africa is a long way off. Here, Zimbabwean immigrants queue for work permits in South Africa. Competition for jobs there led to a violent backlash against foreign workers. And while migration's become controversial in some of the world's richest countries, the African Union says it's ready to embrace it. Malcolm Webb, Al Jazeera, Kigali, Rwanda.